Good morning, guys. It is opening day of turkey season 2025. I'm super pumped up. It's like Christmas in April, or second Easter. Easter's actually the Sunday, so it's the Saturday before Easter. I'm so excited about it. I'm excited to finally be out in the woods again. I've been doing a lot of small game hunting lately, but it's time to harvest a big old tom. I've got a friend that owns some property that gives me awesome access to be able to go. His name's Pete, and Pete tells me that he is seeing birds galore. He set up a blind for me. It's one of those new blinds from Bass Pro that's like see-through, so you can see everything. And I'm going down his road right now. I'm hoping that there'll be turkeys at least roosting nearby, that if I do some calling, they'll hear me. First thing I'm gonna do is walk out with all my gear. Forgot the most important part. The shotgun shells. So I'm running Boss Tom's number 9s in tungsten. These are new for 2025, and they're 2 3/4 inch shells, which sounds small, but guess what? There's 2.5 ounce of number 9 shot in there. They are sledgehammers. Then I am going to set up the decoys in the dark, and I forgot my headlamp, so that ought to be interesting. Then I'm gonna nestle into the blind, be as quiet as possible. And for filming, I'm actually trying something new today. I'm gonna be running an R5 as opposed to just like a camcorder, which is way easier for me to use. But I was like, you know what, I wanna try something different. If I spend more time getting cool footage, then I'll do that, no big deal. But hopefully I'll be able to put it together where I can shoot a turkey on camera with the cool camera. We'll see how it goes. I've had an incredible morning so far. I got to see a hen fly off the roost. I got to see tons of deer up close, got to see them crossing the river, which was really cool. We had the hens come in, then they left, then they kind of came back through. Then I had a group of like 5 to 7 jakes come through, but had no interest in me. I tried to call to them, they weren't having it. Well, good morning. It is day 2 of our turkey hunt. It's been a week since we were out here last time. So my hope is today, I'm gonna move the decoys into the valley. They'll see them there. It's gonna be raining this morning, so I'm still gonna do the blind. But hopefully that will attract them my way. If it doesn't, we'll have to make a move. But either way, I feel confident today. Today feels like a turkey killing morning. So we'll see what happens. Okay, I've gotten to the blind, and unfortunately there was a big surprise waiting for me. The entire valley that I was hunting last time is flooded. So I had to turn around in the blind and hunt the opposite side. So now I'm hunting the field side, which could be good. But that's not where the birds were last time. So I'm not seeing birds in the tree like I did last time either on the roost. So this might be a bust, but I don't know. Unfortunately, the blind is already set up. So the see-through mesh I have facing the valley for last time, it wasn't flooded. That is now my back because I don't see turkeys landing in water. They're not known for that. I've got a field behind me, so I'm just gonna hunt that. I put the decoys out here, and my hope is that they'll still be in the area, and this will be the only dry land to land on. That's my hope. But this isn't good. Well, I was right. I saw a lot more ducks than turkeys. Matter of fact, the ratio was about 62 to 0. So I got some cool footage at least of the ducks, which will be helpful for our History Channel series, just to have that B-roll in the can. I'm now going to head to Minnesota to hunt with my buddy Cole and hopefully harvest a turkey. Well, I've made it to Minnesota. It's just so exciting to be in another state and getting a turkey hunt. It's also nice that I'm vlogging this because it feels like I'm still working. I've got this thing where if I'm not working in some capacity, I cannot focus. I can't sit still. I've got to be doing something to better the company or better my team or help my team or help our partners, whatever it might be. I just have to be working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I don't shut off my brain. When I go to sleep, I dream about work. And I consider it a blessing because I love what I do. But what's great about this trip is it's kind of like I'm going on a mini vacation, but it's also a vlog, so I've got like a great reason to be doing it. By the way, we have another really awesome series coming out soon that nobody knows about. If you go to our YouTube channel right now and there's a series there that isn't our podcast, isn't our vlog series, isn't our main History Channel show, isn't our Greenway Clips, if there's a new series on there, then you're watching this video in the future long after it's been filmed, but go check those out because they're pretty cool too. Something I'm finding funny is that I'm in Minnesota right now, but it looks like I'm still in Michigan, and the highway I'm using right now is I-94 West, which is the same highway we have in Michigan as well, so I just really feel like I'm at home. It looks like a lot of rolling terrain and water sources around out here, a bunch of little lakes and ponds, but I love those rolling hills because they're great for being able to hide, you know, keep that elevation between you and the turkey. That is something that's so cool, you could see it 1,000 times. There's a hen pheasant and a male pheasant, and I just pulled off on the side of the road and they weren't even that scared, but they were a little scared. You could tell they were definitely actually wild birds. Pretty cool.
But man,
good to see you.
You too.
Dude, I'm pumped to be here.
Nissan, huh?
Yeah, not my first choice.
I was about to get permission on this first Minnesota property.
Yeah, I'm from Michigan, and I was just wondering if I could hunt on your corn.
Start stuttering the water.
Sir, are you allowed to have a gun? Yeah. But think about it before you answer.
It's not a bearded hen. Surely not.
I would rather shoot a bearded hen over anything. I think they're jays.
Yeah, no, those are two toms, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we shoot them?
That's Vicky's. Let's go talk to Vicky, and we're gonna go talk to Mildred.
So Cole is going up right now to ask permission to this lady that for sure has cats to see if we can get access to be able to hunt, because we just saw a big tom on her property. This is a big piece of property though. We should have brought food.
It took her like 5 minutes to go to the door. All
it's the shorts, man. If you had jeans on, she'd have been right out here. Yeah. The name of the lady? Vicky. Let's just start there and see what Vicky thinks. I'm gonna put a camera in her face as soon as I get out.
He doesn't look home.
All right, I've been knocking for a while, and it looks like I'm 0 for 1. Cole's laughing so hard in the car. Turkey hunting, like, one of the things you really have to do, though, is get good at asking permission. Birds move all over, and finding birds can be difficult. So going up and asking permission and creating relationships with people is really important if you want to be able to actually hunt turkeys. All right, Slick Vicky got away from me, didn't answer the door, so now Cole's up for Mildred with his shorty shorts. At least we know she's home. Why do I gotta go? Mildred.
You got the pants.
It says, hold on, I want everyone to see this. On the back of that car, it says rat. It says rat on the car.
All right, get up there quick, dude. Okay.
I was wondering, you guys had some turkeys. We're from local, and we were wondering if we'd have an opportunity to be able to hunt them out here.
I'd have to ask my parents. I don't own the land. But
Sure.
I mean, they're not. I don't know. My dad would have to know.
So we've struck out on going up to houses so far. So now Cole has opted to try and call because he feels that his shorts are the reason we're getting no's.
Cody, 40 years old, surely lets guy hunt.
He seems like a good dude, Cody.
I bet he is.
Come on, Cody. That guy, you can just tell anything.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 320.
Text message me?
Maybe chain call. I'm just kidding. We're stepping out right now on a piece that Cole wants to hunt tomorrow. And he's gonna try and call to see if we can get a gobble so we know they're here. Good morning, guys. It is about 4:15 a.m. here. We went to bed probably at like 11:30, so I woke up at 3:45. So it's one of those turkey hunting on no sleep mornings, but those are sometimes the best. So for those of you wondering, a tag for a Minnesota turkey license was $95. I didn't think that was too bad.
For non-residents?
Yeah, non-resident.
That's not bad. I mean,
it was funny. I accidentally, listen, I made an educated guess, and not even a guess. It was just normal. The guy had a beard and everything like that. I thanked him for checking me out at the thing. He goes, "Do not call me sir," because I was like, "Thank you, sir," but didn't mean it in like he's like, "Don't call me sir." Like, I'm like, dude.
so we'll tuck in like right here. Just tuck that blind in right there. I don't think there'll be an issue.
You didn't bring a coat?
No.
Dude, you're gonna be a little chill.
Yeah.
You're gonna be cuddling up out there.
This is all I got.
Gee, why?
You know what? I don't know.
You know, I don't have a good answer.
No one to blame myself. That's on me.
So what I'm thinking, Cole, is when they come in, if you can like sneak around outside and get kind of closer in on the turkeys.
That was already the game plan.
Zoom in on them. And then I'll just shoot. I've never seen the perspective of the gun coming out like towards the turkey. And I thought maybe the pheasants are making me jump. Because I probably pheasant hunt more than I turkey hunt. So it's like,
He's getting closer.
so far we've got a really homely looking hen. She looks pretty mangy. And then possibly 2 jakes. These are the first ones we've seen, but we've heard so many gobbles from big birds that I don't know that we'll take one of these. We might wait, but see if they work their way over. What do you think, Cole?
We're gonna be waiting for Tom.
Yeah, first bearded hen's getting it. Well, we had one homely looking hen that looked like she was on her way to get a pack of Marlboro, how do you say it? Marlboro Lights, unfiltered.
Sure, I prefer the Camels.
And she preferred the Camels as well as Budweiser, not Bud Light. Heard a million gobbles, so we know they're around. So over here is Cole's dad walking up, and in the field past the road here, you can kind of see that truck going by in the distance. Past that field is where we heard a majority of them. So we're gonna go and ask permission to see if we can hunt those and do some driving around, hopefully see some more birds and get zeroed in for either tomorrow or later on today. Cole, do you know why God made the rainbow?
Yeah, but do you?
I do know, but I'd really like to hear it from you.
I don't think you do.
I don't think you do.
I seriously don't.
God made the rainbow after the flood as a sign that he would never flood the earth again and kill off everybody.
Correct. Yep.
Oh,
Nailed it on the button.
I just made that up.
No, you didn't.
No, that is it. Good morning, Cole.
Good morning.
We're on our way now, and like I said, it's 3:30 because of Cranky Pants McGee over here.
3:38. Yeah.
Yeah, we've been on the road a few minutes, Cole. So anyhow, we're on the road. He's promised me snacks and energy drinks, so I'm starting to accept this a little bit. But he's got a few buddies that have a few social media pages where they film a lot of content. They said they got a field with 8 to 10 toms and they want to film someone shooting a turkey. So it kind of works out that I need to shoot a turkey. They've got 8 to 10 toms, and we're gonna go meet up with them because they're all tagged out but still want to film more. So we will oblige.
Yeah, we will. What Kyle doesn't know is the nearest gas station that's open is about 40 minutes away, so.
Do they pitch down into this middle then in the morning?
They pitch down into the bottom.
Downwind of us. I was due for a bad day, but I didn't say plural, man. I said just day. We'll find them. I'm pretty pissed off at them right now.
I was pretty confident this morning.
Dude, I was so confident.
Yeah.
They haven't even been hunted this year. Like, yeah, I hunted yesterday, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever had that bad of a morning hunt, turkey hunting, where I'm out of the woods in the truck by 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah, so I've been kidnapped by these guys, and they're telling me that they know how to turkey hunt, but it's kind of like the guy that gets you in the van with the candy, but there is no candy. It's like, at least give the at least have candy.
Hey, I got turkeys over here.
Come get them.
Except it involves a plane flying to another state, renting a car, driving 2.5 hours.
A $95 tag. I get bullied by a trans at the gas station. All for this. Yeah, if I could just shoot one like that, guys, that would be... Dude, there is a lot of birds. It just seems like you guys won't take me to them.
No.
On this car ride, 5 minutes from the property we decided, we have seen probably a total of 40 birds, and I don't know if we've seen a single hen. I don't know if there's been a hen.
I saw that one pitch out of the tree.
That was where we hunted. I'm talking about on this drive.
Yeah.
That's who owns that one.
So we've seen 40 gobblers now.
Kyle. Let's go, dude.
Perfect fan.
So this trip was definitely worth it. Sorry it took me so many days to actually harvest a turkey. I think this is my 20th bird actually, and it might be my biggest. Huge beard, but I've always been more into the hooks than the beard. And that right there is huge. If you don't know, a 2-year-old bird will typically have like 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch spurs, so something this long tells you that this is an old bird. He's got a huge thick head on him. It's the biggest head. I mean, look at that. And the blues and reds during mating season, they fire up. And then obviously the beard, what do you think that is, Cole? Like,
It's gotta be 10 and a half, 11 maybe?
at least.
It could be 12.
I plan on cutting it way down at the base too, so you add a 1/2 inch, you know?
Yeah.
Awesome.
1/2 inch is a lot too when it comes down to it.
1/2 inch is a lot. a lot.
It's respectable.
Huge fan. Thanks, guys.
You bet.
Yeah. What a morning.
Huh, Joe?
Awesome. I've had some history with this bird. We took a fella out a couple years ago, and this same bird's been living in the area, and he missed him. I went after him this last weekend, and he must have saw us set the decoys or something, because he stayed in the tree way long and pitched out the other way and took off on
It's the
us.
same thing. You said he wouldn't gobble either, and
Yeah,
he did not
was
gobble.
gobbling. He gobbled one time.
How far do you think my shot was? Like 7, 8 yards, if that? 6? It was close.
Yeah, he was pretty close. Yeah. And here he lay.
The best part about getting a turkey is the breakfast meal after, and we eat at a lot of small cafes like this one.
Jam-packed.
Jam-packed. So yeah, we're not gonna eat there. I didn't want to eat there anyway. So it's all finished up. Breast, tenderloins, and Cole is finishing up on the legs. To meat. How many pounds of meat do you think this is?
At least one.
What do you think?
Okay, I don't know.
I don't either.
I don't either.
I think it's...
At least one for sure.
No, that's more than a pound. You wanna try?
3?
Yeah, I should have been old.
How old? I think that's a 2-pounder.
That's for sure 2 pounds.
Yeah,
Okay.
where I come from.
I'm going off 1/4 from McDonald's. That's about.
Lots of meat. Cole is cooking up some of his turkey for dinner, and this is his favorite recipe he designed when he was a kid.
Personal.
Yeah. That's,
I mean, it was only me. I've never seen anybody else do it.
so what's going on? What's in here?
It is turkey marinated in teriyaki sauce and buttermilk.
Okay.
Then you put cream cheese and either jalapenos and pepperoncinis in there with candied bacon on top, so brown sugar, red pepper, and half-cooked bacon. So we're gonna toss it in the smoker at 400 for a little while there until it's done, and see how it tastes.
Maddie's killing it with the brown sugar, so we're making the candy bacon for the rest of them, and this girl went all in on the sugar. She likes her sweet.
No, I'm not playing around here.
She likes her sweets though.
That I do.
Ooh, those look so good. Yeah, these are done. This is the final product. I've already had 3. Yeah, I've already had quite a few, but they're so big that like you need to work them over for a minute before you can like talk about it. So I'm just gonna tell you right now, they're really good.